still want to continue on the subject of narcissism, and this will be my final video, hopefully, on the subject. A lot of people don't know what this is. A lot of people hadn't researched what it is, but I think that even more importantly, it's not until you have firsthand experiences with a type of person who have this type of personality disorder, if you would, narcissism, that you realize that, it's not a situation where you feel sad for them so much, because they are operating out of manipulation primarily, and seduction and trickery and lies, and they work covertly, and they work on the lack of you wanting yourself, wanting to be free from them. Because listen, nobody is literally pulling a gun to your head. And if they are, you definitely have to leave. But fundamentally, no one is tying you to a chair and telling you to stay. It's up to you. You have a choice. Relationships are there to be two-sided. It's a give and take. It should be a give and take. And it shouldn't be all give, and you get nothing out of the relationship, or you don't benefit, or you don't grow from the relationship, or you don't collectively come together and grow. So, with this message, I'm going to be talking more so about women narcissists. But the thing about a person who is a narcissist, they do have similar traits. The only thing that's pretty much different between the man and the woman narcissist, because they whole agenda is to literally, like a vampire, suck you dry, suck all your emotions out, drain you mentally, emotionally, sometimes financially, psychologically. Literally, they're like a parasite. And the more you feed in to their shenanigans, if you would, the more they grow. And they grow stronger and stronger while you die out. And it's similar to the devil. The devil operates like that, And you have to realize that you either stay in that certain situation for years upon end while you're dying inside, or you break free, brothers and sisters. It's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. You have a choice to either stay in a relationship with a person or seek out help for them to get delivered. Because I believe that inwardly inside, they know exactly what they're doing. They calculate. They're like snipers. They know who to perpetrate the fraud with, and they know people who are not going to tolerate that. So they look for people who are vulnerable, who are naive, who have low self-esteem, and sometimes who are so eager. And not a lot of people think about this one. They're so eager to have their type of caliber of a person on their arm to show them off, that they would literally jeopardize their peace and sanity and deal with somebody less than. It doesn't it doesn't make sense that a person should have that much control over your heart and mind. Because when a person has control of your heart and mind, brothers and sisters, typically the rest of you dies out slowly but surely. I'm telling you the truth. That's why it's important, brothers and sisters, whether you be male or female, and experiencing a narcissist in your life, whether you be related to them, whether you be working with them, whether you be sleeping with them, or whether you be, in some way, shape, or form. They could be your neighbor. If you're dealing with them in your life, either you have to get free from them, or you have to get help for them. If you know them that well, if they're in your life, there's no other way that person could get delivered. unless they get spiritual deliverance so that they can get set free spiritually. These are demons that are working in gangs. These people who are narcissists have multiple faces that they wear, brothers and sisters. These people are calculated. They're snipers. They literally are like sociopaths and psychopaths, you know what I mean, on certain levels as well. But they, their hearts are so cold and dead. But what happens is they don't appear that way a lot of times. That's the hook. See, inside their hearts, okay? In order to be a narcissist, your heart has to be so wicked and corrupt to the fact of you're wearing a mask like the devil of being a shining light or shining angel or knight in shining armor, a person who's so wonderful to you. They have to have a hook. They have to have something to hook you and lure you in. It wasn't just there coming out like the devil, mean, just like in the Garden of Eden. It had to be something that allured Eve and said, yes, I will take, I will eat, I will believe. So just like the narcissist who's manipulating millions of people, Christians, children of God, who should know better, but they don't do better. Why? Because there's certain traits in their members. All right, I'm getting started. There's a lot of things in you, okay? If you are dealing with a narcissist, if you allow a narcissist to use you, abuse you, and drain you, there's something in you, okay? Before you even got in a relationship with them, there's something in you that needs deliverance and needs to be whole. There's something in you before you even met this narcissist that was broken, fragmented, and abused. Because you're going to attract that narcissist. Why? Because you are believing, you are so blinded by emotionalism that you will tolerate garbage. And listen, can I just keep it real? I've been in a relationship like that before. Listen, there's nothing new under the sun. You can't tell me about a narcissist. I know very well about a narcissist. Trust and believe. And they are geniuses at what they do, unfortunately. And listen, you have narcissists in the White House, huh? Don't you? Okay? You already know who that narcissist is. Very smooth, seems nice. Lot of money, very charismatic, gift of gab. Do I have to go on and on and on and on? Wears different masks at different times to appease different people of different colors. Do I have to go on and on and on? Come on, y'all. It's every walk of life. You're going to see these people. You're going to see them in church. And you're going to see a lot of people go to church that are narcissists too. Oh yeah, that they need deliverance. Listen, you looking out for this spirit or that spirit. You better look out for that narcissist. Oh yeah, the one that's trying to get with your pastor, huh? That's being operated by the devil and manipulating that whole congregation. With that spirit, with that multifaceted spirit. What am I saying? I'm saying this. There is hope for the narcissist. Yes. You shouldn't send them to hell. No. You don't have that authority to send a narcissist to hell. But you should pray for the narcissist, and you should not tolerate abusive behavior. Period. Whether you be a male or female. Because there's a lot of men out there that are abused by women. Auntie told you to leave her. Cousin told you to leave her. This person, that person, she wasn't good, but she had that Coca-Cola bottle figure, and she messed with your head so much that you're in cloud Dinkleberry. Okay? And you can't even think straight. Why? Because you lost you in the midst of you getting used and abused mentally by the narcissist. How do you break free? How do you break free, Samantha? Well, first of all, you have to recognize that this person is a narcissist. You have to come to grips with it. Because if you don't want to talk about it and you just going along to get along, just to have somebody on your arm, you're living a lie. And this person, like a parasite, is gonna, steal your life force. So what you have to do is you have to make a decision. Now that you know that they're a narcissist and trying to, take you down, you have to come to grips with the fact of, do you want to stay or do you want to go? Do you want to get them delivered? Do you want to see if you can help them spiritually get delivered? You want to conversate. Listen, I believe that you have a spirit of narcissism, and this is not of God. Do you want to get delivered and set free? Either they say yes, either they say no. Most times they'll try to rebut you, like a rebuttal. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Or this is you, blaming you. That's to be expected. If they come back and say, you know what, you're right. I hate being like this. I want to change. If they come back in a humble, it may not be the same day. Maybe just give it a couple of days, whatever. Don't give them months and years. If they're still acting the same crazy with the same crazy mint, you need to cut it off. Set yourself free. Yeah, but Samantha, I got kids, and, he got a job, and I don't got a job. Well, you ain't gonna have a job. Listen. I dealt with a narcissist for 9 years. I had 2 kids, and I bounced. I divorced his butt. Why? Because I woke up. That's why. And God blessed me with a house, a townhouse, with a court, with tennis courts and everything else. I'm serious. Pools, jacuzzis, everything. Why? Because I put God first. And when you put God first, God will bless you and keep you. I'm just letting you know. And God will give you a person who will bless your life and not tear you down. Take it from me. I'm not big on break up, but I'm telling you one thing. You stay in a relationship with a narcissist that's going to tear you down, and you will be in a grave, because that's exactly what that person wants you to do. Because eventually you start going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You get so enraged and jealous that there was somebody else, that you're about to lose your mind and blow their head off. Then you catch a case. Then you find yourself in jail. And then you ain't going to be happy no way, because that person is literally taking years out of you and taking your peace away. Listen, sisters and brothers out there, okay? I'm raising a son and daughters. And I don't want them with narcissistic people. Why? Because they always will get the short end of the stick. And I don't want them to be narcissistic to others as well. I want to raise great children. Okay? This is a sick behavior. Narcissism is sick. I'm telling you. Why do you think there's so many people, are like that in life? Because they don't get deliverance. They are narcissistic for years. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to seek help. Nobody wants to seek spiritual help, that is. Okay? You can get all the book smarts in the world, but if you don't put God in it, okay, you're wasting time. You just have a title and doing the same, illmatic behavior. The only solution, hear me clearly, the only solution for a person who is a narcissist is spiritual deliverance and submission in the will of God. Total transformation. That's the only thing that's gonna help them. Jesus Christ himself. Him literally transforming the person by the renewing of their mind. And then everything else will follow eventually. But if they stay stuck on, like in that mode, and you stay stuck on enabling them, brother or sister, then you can't blame yourself if they bleed you dry. And by any means necessary. It's your own fault. if you stay in that situation, knowing is hurting you, knowing is not blessing you, knowing they're no good. There's so many people that do. Why are you compromising? Do you know you're a child of a king? Why are you settling? For what? For garbage? For garbage, right?